A few weeks back, Impact Wrestling held an open tryout at the Arnold Classic. Gutcheck is what they like to call it. And I'd like to stand here and say that I'm surprised that Impact Wrestling is still around, but I'm well aware it's still around. Some of my closest friends actually worked there quite recently. There's some great talent in Impact Wrestling. And somehow, despite their best efforts, they've survived for almost 20 years. Now, before I come back to that, I just want to discuss the idea of an open tryout. How many times have the New York Yankees had an open tryout looking for a new shortstop? How about the Lakers looking for a new point guard? When I was young, I wanted to be first baseman for the Chicago Cubs. But regardless of how many times I showed up at Wrigley Field, they expected me to buy a ticket. They didn't let me throw in my unusually large glove and take first base, did they? Now back to Gutcheck. An open tryout, not just for a contract, but for a developmental contract. For a place that I don't think I'm alone in saying isn't even qualified to be developmental for one of the companies that actually matters. But hey, Impact Wrestling has survived this long somehow. And a lot of companies out there have. Even the Ring of Honors, the Evolves, they survived at least for a while based on stuff like this. Unfortunately, companies that have to survive based on fleecing a bunch of marks out of tryout money just to pay their rent is another reason why professional wrestling is dead.